Clemson coach Dabo Swinney might need to consider moving Ohio State into the top 10 of his coaches' poll ballot next week after no. 3 Ohio State dominated no. 2 Clemson 49-28 in the 2021 Sugar Bowl semifinal behind a heroic performance from quarterback Justin Fields. The junior signal caller thrilled by completing 22 of 28 passes for 385 yards and a Sugar Bowl record 6 touchdowns with more highlights than one could count as Ohio State advanced to the College Football Playoff National Championship. Most of the damage came after Fields took a big hit to the ribs that left him in a lot of pain late in the first half. Clemson linebacker James Skalski lowered his head and hit Fields directly in the ribs. Skalski was ejected for targeting and Fields achingly walked off the field only to return one play later and continue his dominant play. Fields and Ohio State torched the Clemson defense for 639 yards of offense. When it wasn't Fields launching bombs down the field, it was running back Trey Sermon grinding out yards on the ground. He finished with 191 yards rushing on 30 carries with a touchdown, adding 61 yards receiving on 4 catches. Wide receiver Chris Olave, who missed the Big Ten championship game, spent the night consistently getting massive separation behind the Ohio State secondary. He finished with 6 catches for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Ohio State defense chipped in by limiting the Clemson offense. After Clemson opened the game with 14 points and 167 yards of offense in the first quarter, the Buckeyes defense put the clamps down. The Tigers finished with 444 total yards and couldn't get anything going on the ground as star RB Travis Etienne totaled 32 yards and a short touchdown on 10 carries. Most notable was the play of Clemson QB Trevor Lawrence. The Heisman Trophy finalist completed 33 of 48 passes for 400 yards and 2 touchdowns but was rattled the entire game. In addition to his fourth-quarter interception, Lawrence fumbled multiple times, lost one of them and was held to -8 yards rushing despite the Tigers purposely using him as a runner. The win gives Ohio State its first victory over Clemson all-time after the Buckeyes lost each of the first 4 meetings, including in 2 previous college football playoff games. Ohio State now moves on to the CFP National Championship for the first time since 2014 when it won the national title. That 2014 season was also the last time Ohio State faced Alabama, whom it will meet in this year's title game. 1. Justin Fields is who